Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. You know what? One thing I love is when people challenge me or don't believe things I say. You know what? When I tell you guys something on here, it's the truth. I do not make things up. Like when I told you I played football with Charles Haley, I actually played football with Charles Haley at JMU. When I say I blocked for Roger Staubach, I was at the Hall of Fame when he was actually being mauled upon and was in front of him moving people out of the way. So I really blocked for Roger Staubach. And I was telling people that I tore my ACL in high school, which is the truth. And you can probably go to Madison High School because their coach was our running back, Mike Colbert. He'll remember. In fact, if you want me to, I'll get some witnesses. Because when I tore my ACL, people heard me scream at the stands. And I ain't gonna lie, I screamed like a bitch, okay? But what I ended up doing, of course, was I actually tried to start running on it. And this is before we really knew about knee injuries like we do now. And it's kind of funny because I went to the doctor, went to the hospital, ambulance ride and stuff. They took x-rays and said, well, we don't see any damage. Go see your doctor on Monday. Went to see my doctor on Monday. They said, well, stay off of it for, a week and come back and see us. Okay, I tried to work on it and went back in a week and they said, well, we're going to send you to a specialist. And the specialist was actually Dr. Ain, who was actually a pioneer of the orthoscope. They went in, they ended up scoping my knee and, was knocked out for a couple hours. And what they said they did was they said that my ACL was literally like 2 mop ends. So what they did was they just literally cleaned it up. They just cut it out and they said, listen, if we do a reconstruction on you right now, it's literally butchering your knee up. It's basically cutting a big full cut through the cross of it and opening it up, doing the reconstruction, and it'll be like 2 years recovery because it was the infancy of the orthoscope. So what they did, like I said, they cleaned it up and he said, listen, you're young, you're strong, we'll get you to work on your quadriceps, your muscles and things. And then that way, hopefully you'll be able to be okay until the technology gets better and you get a reconstruction. And that is the truth. And I said, well, I throw shot put and discus and I hurdle and all. He's like, you can forget about that stuff. But I worked my ass off for the next 2.5 weeks and was not really completely healed. And he's probably had no business being out there. But I ended up playing the last 6 games of the season in high school and ended up throwing shot put, discus, and trying to become a decathlete in college. And that is a true story. And I also had told this gentleman, because I said I had a flesh-eating bacteria in 1994. I had 3 knee operations to save my life. And he's like, yeah, you're just making it up. Like this was a fishtail. Let me actually add to that as well. Let me show you guys the scar. This is actually the scar where they actually cut open the knee. And they left it packed. They first tried to scope it, but the infection was so thick that it clogged up the tubes. They went back in the next day and they cut the knee open. And when they cut it open, they scraped out the infection. They packed it for another 2 days and went back in and scraped it some more. And oh, by the way, let me go ahead and add this. My skin looks like a lizard because a couple years after that, I was actually burned in a fire and had my leg skin grafted. They took the skin off my thighs here and put it on there. So if you're challenging me and saying I'm making up stories, well, I hate to tell you, I'm not. And oh, by the way, let me show you with this knee. Because I had the flesh-eating bacteria in this knee I leaned on, and what happens is literally I have a groove where the bones are actually going through and rubbing because I lean on it. And if you look at this, okay, you can see kind of the knot right there. But this is what this knee does. It literally goes sideways, out of sight. I'm almost finished. So, if you'd like to challenge me on any other stories out there, feel free. But I can guarantee you, I can back up everything I say. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, wife's ready to roll. I'll see you soon.